Hello there, Akku here again. Welcome back to FTB Unleashed. I've done a B episode. Oh, something new to show you over there. Done a B episode since the last normal episode. I'm just in the process of sticking stringy combs, which I've now got, into the centrifuge. Now, something good with stringy combs is it gets us propolis, which I don't need for B stuff, so I'll be keeping some to a side. But it also, if we put that back in the centrifuge, just overwrite that a second, put that back in there. It gets us sticky resin, so I've now got a better source of rubber than having to manually get rubber from them trees, which is good. I can just bang propolis back in there. You end up with tons of this stuff from, I think it's from the Industrious line. I always forget. I'm pretty sure it's from the Industrious line you get the stringy comb. Let me just check. Where do you come from? Yeah, it is, look. Diligent, Unwary, or Industrious all give this stringy comb, and stringy comb all gives propolis, lots of it. So very good bees to have if you want propolis. Very good bees to have if you want rubber. So there we go. That is my new source of sticky resin, which of course I can then bang into the extractor, turn into rubber, which I'm going to need a lot of, because I'm going to be using a lot of manufacturing reloaded stuff, which all uses plastic, and that's a constant battle to keep on top of that battle. That's maybe a bit of an extreme word. I'm going to actually chuck 64 rubber into there, make it into plastic. Got some random stuff in there. Let's tidy that up. My material situation is pretty dire. It's I need ores. I've got like 38 gold, not too bad. I've got a bit of gold there. They've done a little bit of mining off camera. I need to do a lot more. Either a lot more mining. I'm just putting Farmcraft stuff separate in here. There's no real use for Quicksilver, I think, in this version. You use it in GregTech, of course, but I ain't got that. If I had GregTech, I'd be using it, all my Quicksilver, for Mercury. In this version, I'm not sure if I've got much use for it. I'm just banging all my Farmcraft stuff in there. I keep it in that separate chest and then bring it over here occasionally and put it into this chest for now. That needs organising a bit more. I could make an arcane levitator in this episode. I might get around to doing that. Let's, for now though, this crazy building over here, I'll just quickly show you that. I started making a bee building. This is going to be my bee building. These are 3x3 blocks which will all eventually have alvearies on it. I made a bit of a glass wall around this side, but I didn't really like the look of it. What I'm going to do is, these are force bricks, which look quite nice. I'm quite impressed with how these look, so I might be using these quite a lot. Force bricks, quite straightforward. I was looking at logistics pipes, by the way. Look how much stuff there is to it. I never knew how much stuff there was to it. I thought it was just like a couple of pipes. I've seen GregTech's part 1 and I've seen Dywell's Spotlight part 1 and part 2 of it, and there's a hell of a lot of stuff involved. So I'd certainly want to be getting involved with this. It's hard to know where to start. What I'm going to do, my plan is to make all this farm run off logistics pipe. I have my main part of the factory run off applied logistics. Once I get to know the mod a bit more, I'm going to try and, I think, I saw a thing that's like a Farmcraft aspects thing. There's also bee stuff, which is quite interesting. Do the Farmcraft thing, which sounded quite interesting. That what I'll be able to do is have my research table up there and just have an aspect requester to pull from my normal system, which so I can pull things with specific aspects for research just for fun. But that's a bit more advanced, but I will be getting on to that. So yeah, force bricks. This is quite nice. They come in all 16 colours, which is pretty cool. There's a couple of ways of getting coloured bricks. You can use a chisel from Tinker's Construct. The reason why I went with excuse me. The reason why I went with force bricks is my voice has gone. Sorry about that. The reason why I went with force bricks is there's all 16 colours, there's all the facades, and there's also 4 stairs, which some of the ones don't have. So very nice, very nice. And we make these. Of course, what's going on there? Force bricks. We make these by the yellow one's the default one. Just stone bricks around a force nugget gets you the yellow ones, and then normal ones around a die gets you the coloured ones, which is pretty cool. So that's what I've done here, black and orange for bees, and I've decided to go with the Tinker's Construct glass. I'm going to colour load of the glass and now black and orange glass going across the top of it as well. And just work that out a bit off camera. That was maybe taking a bit more time than I should have been doing when I need to get resources, but I was messing around with that. The bees after the last episode are going very well. I'm trying to get a stock of Majestic, Diligent and Weary drones there, very nice. And yeah, that's pretty much what I've been doing. I'm going to sleep really quickly. There's a couple of things we can wipe off the board, but a couple of things we need to get onto as well. There's you may notice I've done a little bit more work on the village. From the village, yeah. I suppose it is a village. I'll get to as well in a minute. What have I done? I've done the number 8's done, so let's get rid of number 8. Number 1's pretty much done. I've got 24 engines done. Let's get rid of number 8 for now. Automated farms, semi-automated, but let's just change that to LP. Logistics pipe network is what we're going to do there. Number 8, a network for main resources. So that should go in, because that's something that we are going to be doing. In fact, I'm going to call it an ME network. Firing logistics, mass energy network. ME network is on the list. It needs to be on the list. Power's nearly done there. So there's a slightly updated list. What I want to do today is animal farms. Well, what I kind of want to do is I want to start producing power from the ME from all the farms over there. And to do that, I need something from animals. Laser drill. I need meat. Laser drill. We'll get onto making this laser drill. It needs this thing, pink slime ball, and a pink slime ball comes from a slaughterhouse. And a slaughterhouse is one of the is one of the animal bits, so I might as well make up my animal farm somewhere. So that's my plan. A couple of things I want to mention before I get on with something is Gotenks MC very nicely has made me a banner for my channel. Cheers dude, it looks awesome. So my YouTube homepage has got a new channel thing there, very nice. Thanks dude. And Nico sent me a message saying that the IC2 crops work with potatoes and carrots, and they do, which I didn't realise. I thought I tested that, but I can't have done. So at some point off camera I'm having a little change on my farms, because that means the potatoes and the carrots here both don't need planters. So I'm going to move them across to these 2 slots, because at the minute these 4 don't have planters anyway. These 5 do. So I'll be able to swap these 2, so I'll just have a row of 3 planters here. Now wheat does work with the crops as well, but it doesn't give me seeds, and I use seeds as well as the wheat. I use seeds for the for fuel in the bioreactor. Bioreactor. When I eventually make one of them, which is something else I need to get on with, is to make a bioreactor and start storing fuel in one of my tanks. Speaking of my tanks, just so you know, I've got liquid DNA going into a tank here. That's going to take ages to fill, because you don't get much liquid DNA per B. Very good point that someone made, that I should actually just have a big screen at the top here showing what all my tanks have. And because you can have 3 separate liquid sensor location cards in here, now the energy, DNA, that's not a real thing. Liquid, in fact let me go sensor location. Yeah, with energy you can make a thing called an array. So energy sensor kit, liquid sensor kit, array. There we go. An energy array location card. With the energy ones you can put a lot of them together just in a crafting square, and you can have numerous energy ones on one reading. With liquid ones you cannot do that, but because these are advanced panels you can have 3 liquid sensors. So I could have 1 panel per 3 tanks, which is something I probably will do. I may have I might have that on the outside here somewhere. Anyway, getting distracted again. So we've kind of got this automated. I'm going to change it around a little bit. And yeah, get the farm bits done. Then we can make the laser drill, and then we get the resources to make the boilers and stuff like that, I think. So I'm just going to go a little bit off tangent and do the animal farm bit next. One other thing I've done down here. Well, let's quickly show what I did last time. See how that's going. So I added this little section here, and you can see I've added a bit more there. I'll show you why in a minute. But what we've got here, we've got 91,000 logs, so that's keeping a stock of logs. We've got 116,000 planks, so that's good. So it's keeping logs and planks. We've got loads of saplings, and across here we've got a nice 3,500 charcoal as well. So all this is going up and working quite nicely. Nice little hidden system down there, if you remember, with a sawmill, the cyclic assembler and the powered furnace. This side, I came and checked this yesterday to make sure that was going alright, and there was clay all over the floor. This chest had got full of clay, mostly clay, but this chest had overflowed. So I added a couple of insertion pipes coming off that diamond pipe. So the diamond pipe there now, the blue line, which is south from the thing there, has got clay, sand and dirt in it, and then I've put 3 more deep storage units, one with dirt, 1300 dirt, one with 1800 sand, and one with over 4,000 clay. What I can do with clay is I can start making a lot of this into bricks, because I wanted to build a lot of my base out of red brick. I've not done any of it yet because I've not actually processed any bricks. So we'll start slinging them in the powered furnace over here. Maybe need another hopper to put things directly straight into there, but I'll get back to that. The other thing that I've not shown you, of course, you may have noticed as I've been flying around, is I've kind of flattened the base out quite a bit and built a wall around the edge. Now, the wall around the edge, it's a block and a slab high, so mobs can't get over it from the outside. You may recognise this block. This is Naga stone. I actually went into the Twilight Forest and quickly killed a Naga, which I should have really done on camera and put at the start of this episode, but it's just a time thing. I wanted to get a lot of Naga stone, so I killed a Naga really quickly. So I've got a trophy from that as well, and I just grabbed all the Naga stone from around the outside of the Naga's house. So it's got heads on the end there, look. Then I just built a wall around the edge of the base. So this is the chunk boundary of where my chunk loader's loaded to, and I've flattened the area out ready for building on. Filled in all the little water pools apart from that one, because I like that one. Well, I just tidied it up a little bit, made myself a bit of building space, so I can work out where things are going to go. I think I'm going to put the farms. I think I'm going to put the farms maybe down here, in a row down here, all the animal stuff. But I'll do a little bit of planning off camera. I built a little shitty bridge as well. I don't know if I like the look of it, to be honest. Got a little bridge across here. I will put some gates out to get outside at some point. I haven't bothered yet. Built a little bridge. A couple of towers there. Meh. Right, okay, I'll back in a bit and I'll actually do something rather than just babble. Okay, a little break there. I felt bad for not showing you the Naga kill, so I went and killed another one. So now I've got loads more Naga stone if I need it, and I might go back and get that at some point. You can of course grow nether wart on these as well, which I also never checked. So that means the only ones I actually need a planter for are the wheat, because I want seeds, and the cocoa. So I've made far too many planters, and my setup's a little bit more complicated than it need be. Right, I decided to go. I've not quite finished that yet, have I? Forgot about that. I decided to go over here for my farms. Now I've done a little layout. I've made a load more conduit. I made 64 conduit. I actually used 65. I had a little bit in already made. So 65 conduit. I've run that conduit from over there. That comes under the floor here. You can see where there's a bit of dirt still where I've been digging. So the power comes from the same power as everywhere else. And what we've got here is I've recessed in one, so I'm going to put the things here. What we're going to have is feeder, chronotyper, grinder, feeder, and then rancher. So that's what we need to make. Have we got enough room to pipe things? We shall see. Yeah, I'll probably use some kind of tesseract system, I think. So let's start making bits. So let's look at manufactory at manufactory. So what did we need? We needed rancher. We needed 3 of them. So let's start with them. Liquid ducts, tin, machine frames, reception coils. Tell you what, I'll make all the machine frames and stuff. I'll be back. We're going to need, so it's 3 ranchers, yeah, 2 chronotypers. So that's 5 of them each. 2 feeders. What were they? Breeders, that's what it was. 2 breeders. So 7. A grinder and a slaughterhouse, which I'll use one at a time of. So 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 things. And then of course something to, with a sewer to catch a thing. So 10 machine frames and 9 other things. And then a composter to turn that sewage into compost. So 11 machine frames, 10 reception calls, back in a bit. Okay, I think I've got nearly everything that I need, and my inventory is a right mess. Right, what do I want to start with here? Let's go with, get rid of these shears, because I've got loads of them. Now the shears, what was there for? Page 1 again. Was it the breeders? Oh, I've got lots of them, haven't I? Oh, ranchers. I'm guessing it was ranchers. Ranchers it was. Okay, so shears, tin, liquid ducts. So let's do that first. Get that one done here. That'll clear my inventory up a little bit, because Jesus, look at it all. 64 plastic sheets, and tin ingots, and then the actual shears themselves. So 1 rancher, 2 ranchers, and 3 ranchers. So 1 rancher is for milk, 1 is for squidding, and the 3rd one is for wool. That's what the 3 ranchers are for, just in case you was wondering. I don't think I've explained that part. Right, what's next? We're going to want a sewer. So let's get that done. Sewer is, I think no, that's wrong, isn't it? That's bucket. Plastic sheets. That gets us the same amount of, you get 4 sewers, even though you only need 1. Going to need a range upgrade for that as well at some point. Right, so let's start at the top, work our way down. So we've done our ranchers. What's next? Done our sewer. We need a composter. That uses 2 pistons and a furnace and 2 bricks. I've not got everything. I thought I had everything. 2 bricks, 2 pistons, furnace. Gets our composter. There's the next thing up the way. And breeder, we want 2 of them. Now I may be going a bit excessive with the breeder here, and I'm using loads of bloody gold. I've had to go mining. As you can see by my levels, I've done a bit of mining off camera since the last part of the video. No, not that breeder. Purple dye. Okay. Purple dyes gets me 2 breeders, and then I want 1 grinder, 10 gears, books, and a golden sword. I need another bloody golden sword. 10 gears gets me a grinder. Yeah, I do need another golden sword. Have I got any more gold? Really low on gold. I have to mine the world of all its gold, or get this laser drill going pretty soon. I suppose it'd be a good way of doing that as well. So, composter, have I made the composter? Yes, I have. Breeder I've made. Grinder I've made. Chronotyper, 2 of them. So that needs emeralds, which I believe I put in my bag because I had no space. There they are. 2, 2, 2. And more purple dye. The dyes, by the way, I've been getting from flowers. I've just been storing them in here for now. So when I've been knocking flowers down, when I've been in building areas, I've been keeping the flowers, turning them into dyes. So 2 chronotypers, wonderful. And then our last thing, I believe, is slaughterhouse, and that needs an invar gear, which I've not got yet. Invar should have some. Oops. Should have some. Oh, shiny ingots. Interesting. Ferrous ingots. There we go. Iron ingots. Let's turn these ferrous ingots into invar, and that'll let me make my last engine as well for my little magmatic power tower there. I don't actually think I need much ferrous on its own. Could be mistaken though. So 1, 2, 3. Might as well make the 2 gears for the last engine as well while I'm doing this gear. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Son of a bitch. That's all going to fall out of there. One shot. Always one shot. 4 of them. 1 of them. Let's finish this off while I'm doing it. It's a bit little mini sidetrack, but if you don't mind. Invar gear, we might as well just do that at the same time. 1 of them. So 2 golden axes, 2 golden swords. So that's there, 3, 4, 5. There's 10 bloody gold ingots there. Gets us a slaughterhouse. That's everything we need machine wise, I believe. We still need to pipe all this stuff up. And so while I am doing that, let's get that piston. And then 3 more invar ingots. Gets us our last magmatic engine. So now we can jump out there. Now these I changed around a little bit actually. I changed it so that instead of being triggered, being turned off when there's low signal, I made it so that a high signal is what it needs to be turned on. So when there's no signal on there, they'll turn off. And I've changed it around a bit so that when this one's empty, it runs. So then they're not running against themselves at all, ever. So that'll run whenever it's empty. You see the red signal comes on, that turns the engines on. So that one's actually staying empty, and then these 5 stay full. Because whenever that one gets empty, it turns on and starts feeding these guys. So these guys should all be full, and they are, look. Just to prove it there. So that means these only, there's always somewhere for the fuel to go when these run. 'Cause with them knocking out 100 MJ a tick, when that was working, when that was full, I wasn't sure if it was doing it a little bit possibly wrong. So obviously if that was only needing like a real small amount of fuel and all 25 of them were turning on, I was wasting a little bit. I think I was maybe wasting a little bit each time, so I changed it. Anyway, babbling. So what do we want here? We want chronotypers. So there. Isn't it the wrong way? Plus we started with that the wrong way. So I think it's The flashing side is where you're dragging from. So let's wrench that round. I'm probably going to turn all these off to start with, to be honest, until I get sorted. This is going to make my grinder and or slaughterhouse. So at first this is going to be a slaughterhouse until I get that pink slime that I want. And then once I've got the pink slime, I'm going to change that for a grinder and get some mob essence. So temporary. You can. I could keep that and keep getting meat and packing meat. But I've got enough food as it is, so I don't really need. I don't really need a meat pack or anything like that. There's that thing there, meat packer. You can pack liquid meat into blocks of meat, raw meat block, look, cooked meat block. But I ain't gonna bother with any of that. So the grinder can go to one side for now. Ranchers are on this side. So I'm gonna want rancher, and rancher. What's left? Breeders. I'm gonna go here and here, so they're going to need wheat putting into them. You can see it's a little bit of a complex system. And then sewer wants to be kind of in the middle, so I might have to move that wire in a little bit, just so I can put probably a liquid tesseract under that, or an ender tank. Or possibly straight to a boiler, straight to the composter. God, everything's a bloody chore. Okay, right. So that's the kind of basic layout. I'm going to tidy this up. I'm going to work out what other bits I need. Oops. I'm going to work out what other bits I need to actually start wiring these things up, and I'll be back in a bit. Okay then, I'm back. I've had to go into the nether, get some more blaze rods for one thing, and that was a bit of a pain in the ass, to be honest. Right, what level's that? That's at that level. So I want to go one deeper here. This should work okay. So I've got some brown ender tanks here. Brown. I've got green ender tanks for mob essence, brown for sewage, white for milk. I've got white ender chest for wool, black ender chest for squid ink, and then these guys both need wheat putting into them. I think I'm about done. I'm about ready to go. I need an upgrade for the sewer. So the sewer is going to go on top of that. So that should put sewage into the brown. Yeah, that's right, I think. So sewage is 1. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So the upgrade for the sewer needs for at least 8. So I'll just go for the full 11. Screw it. So upgrade. Biggest one emerald, isn't it? Emerald, yeah. So 1 gold nugget. Okay. 1 gold nugget. Inventory's full of stuff again. Got bloody spoils bags everywhere. Awesome. Now I'm getting a bit wary that the episode's going to be late because I still haven't caught up from the other day. What I will do, I'll definitely know it's Monday again. So no, it's Monday. I'll definitely be able to get 2 episodes done today, so I'll be able to get caught back up. So tomorrow's episode should definitely be up on time, whereas today's is probably going to be late again. It's 9 AM now, so I need to encode it and upload it for 1 PM, which probably ain't going to happen. 11 radius upgrade, there we go. Possibly a waste of emeralds, but nah, it's alright, no big deal. So that should start. Now it should only pull off this level, so we've got no animals in there yet, of course. The way I'm going to do this, I'm going to fence round it. I'm going to have some micro block posts, and then I'm going to have like wooden slatted roofs, so it's going to be like a barn. It should look like a barn. I've got an idea for it anyway. I've not kind of executed any of that part of it yet, but we should look alright once I'm sorted. Now that's a bit weird because it's low, but it's the same level as these, so I think it should be alright. We're getting no sewage in there yet though, are we? So I wonder if that's going to need pumping out of there. Probably, isn't it? No, it shouldn't do. No, it should be alright. I think that auto ejects. I'll have to check when I've got some animals in. So the next bit, get some fences. I'm just going to use basic fences for now. I'm going to play around with it later and see what I actually want. But I think just standard fences for now. Back in a minute when they're in, I'll start getting some animals into here using my lasso. And yeah, then we should be about good to go. Here we are then. I've got 4 cows in each of the 2 breeding pens. I've got 1 cow in the milking pen, so that is milking, which is great. That poor cow will be getting milked almost to death. I've got 2 sheep in the shearing pen, which will gradually fill the end of the chest full of wool. I've got my jail safari net here with a squidly in it, so squid goes in there. So I'll put him in there, and he should happily sit in there. I've covered that up with glass so he doesn't climb out onto the edge and suffocate. So that should start collecting squid ink at 1 a second, which it is. Wonderful. So that's working nice. This side's all good. Yep, this side's all good. That's got milk in it. And then this side, all we need to do is, at the minute, manually put wheat in there, but eventually this will all be automated. And as long as they're in the right direction, which will pull them to a baby's fruit, that's good. It should pull that baby through now. Yep, excellent. They work. So when they become adults, the slaughterhouse will kill them. Now at the minute, it's not ideal, but what I'm going to do is I'm just going to store the meat in the green. Eventually, when I switch this out, pretty much I'll just need that long enough to get one of them slime balls. Pink slime. It was there, wasn't it? I need that long enough to get a pink slime ball. As soon as I've got that, this will be getting changed for the grinder, which will be getting as mob essence instead. So mob essence will be going to one of the tanks. Milk's going to go into a tank. Sewage is going to go straight into the composter. We can do that bit on camera then. I am going to wrap up pretty soon though, because as said, it's going to be late. So let's do that in here for now. Let's just wire it up in here. This is just temporary, of course. What I'm going to do is I'm going to put the composter there, so it's got power. I'm going to put the sewage tank next to it. I'll put it on top of it. There we go. I'm going to go like that, so that's putting sewage into there. Wonderful. And then I'm just going to use, I think I've got a spare. I have deep storage unit. Wonderful. Deep storage unit onto the side there. I'll just put it so that it's all in, so I don't have to worry about that. And that should start getting sewage in it. There we go, compost. Fertiliser even. So how quick's that going? It's kind of slowly going down in it. So I can't quite keep up. So let's go back over there. See how quick this is filling. Not quick enough is the answer. So I need more animals. So that's all I'm going to do is I'm going to put more animals into these. So I can breed, for example, I can breed the sheep. I can have like 5 or 6 sheep in there. I could easily 6 cows in each of these. 6 sheep, 6 cows in there. Should all be fine. Which should give me. Basically, I'll keep modifying it a little bit until I'm getting that full each tick. So I want that to fill each tick, which it's not doing at the minute. It's getting like so about 4 buckets worth a tick. No, it's not even doing that, is it? I hope this ain't going weird because I've got it kind of buried. It should be alright. Anyway, there we go. We've got a semi-automated farm that's going to start creating pink stuff for us. Some of them guys grow up. That's of course going to take time. It takes time for these to grow into adults. You can use veterinary things using slime balls, but it's a bit of a pain. I might do that at some point though. That'll get you instant cows. Eventually, this mob essence is going to be useful to start with. Eventually, we're going to Enderman farm, Blaze farm, with the skeleton farm, stuff like that. So these are, again, pretty much temporary. We won't need them forever. For now though, there we go. We've got a little farm going. Do I want a tank full of milk? Might actually make some littler tanks. I don't really think I need 4 million buckets of milk, you know. More Bessons we will have. That'll be more Bessons. Should I put one full of milk? Fuck it. Let's have a tank full of milk. And that wants to be next in milk. Hooray! So for milk, I will call it milk. That's it. What's going on there? It's weird. Is that no? Why are you not behaving? What? Something's weird there, isn't it? Yeah, I'll sort that later. And it's milk, so I'll have it white and white. And I want just a mountain fill. Like I said, you can have a liquid name there, but I prefer having the liquid name big in capitals, so I'll just rewrite it. You know? But milk white, that's good. Why ain't that working? Weird. Very weird. I'll work that out off camera. So we're getting milk in there, that'll fill up, so we'll have 4 million buckets of milk from one cow, poor sod. Like I say, the wheat's temporary at the minute. But there we go, we've kind of automated our farms. And next episode I should have pink slime, so I can make a laser drill. And then we'll have to work out how to, well, I'll have to do some mining off camera and get enough steel to start making boilers to actually run the laser drill. So yeah, I'll be back with that. As always, thank you very much for watching this episode. I hope it was entertaining. It's very short by my standards, I think, but it needs uploading, so I'm cutting now. Thank you for watching, and thank you for any new subs and stuff. All very much appreciated. All comments are welcome. Suggestions and questions always welcome. And I'll see you soon. Cheers. Bye.